Hi everybody, welcome to Good for the Game TV. There's a big test match around the corner. Argentina up against South Africa, that's in Mendoza. And rather than watch the standard build-up to the match, why not watch our betting preview? We try and help turn your sporting knowledge into profits. If you don't have a bet on the game, it's not nearly as exciting. So I encourage you to get involved. That is, of course, if you don't have a gambling problem. And I can't promise you that my guests don't have gambling problems. So let's start with Gavin Cohen. Gavin, I should imagine you spent all day watching rugby, starting from probably the ITM Cup or New Zealand this morning and finishing with Western Province. How are you going overall?
Yeah, look, my initial punt on minus 29.5 on Australia didn't arrive. They scored at the end, and I think Henrik will enjoy, because he's on my WhatsApp group, a couple of dodgy tries that didn't get allowed, and I'm not sure what the record is. Bowden Barrett crossed the line 6 times today and only got 3 of them, I think. In any case, yeah, I missed that one, but I did well on the half times. I got the half time last night in the Lions game at 18.5. I got the half time this morning at New Zealand at 17.5. Got the half time at 13.5 on the Sharks game. I never put a red cent on the Western Province game, purely because I just believed that the Cheetahs, I just didn't think they were going to play right, and I didn't want to get involved in it. I did watch it though, and I know guys like Henrik made some money. I got a couple of horses as well, so I did okay today. And as you can see, I'm wearing my Argentina shirt, so I'm all over Los Pumas tonight. I've just backed them to win the game at 5-2. I'm on the plus 5.5. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So it's opposite camps for us. I see you both got your box stuff on.
Yeah, we got our box stuff on. Well, let's bring Henrik in there. Henrik, you coming to us from the Cape of Storms. My goodness, I couldn't believe the rain that came down in that Western Province game. And first of all, thanks to you. You posted on the Good for the Game forum. You got on very early, low at 57.5. You obviously knew the conditions were going to be not great. And I'm pleased to say I got on low at 52.5 for Sunbet, and it was never in doubt.
Yeah, it was one of those bets that from the start you just felt you were safe. And normally you sweat about the bets, and this one it's been a while since I felt that a bet was safe like this one. I took a knock on the New Zealand game this morning. I had Australia. I had a big bet on Australia over 13.5 points. So the missed conversion cost me there. And yeah, then I recovered on the under 57.5 at 12-10 in the Western Province game. A nice big bet there. So for the day, I'm pretty square now. And yeah, looking forward to the Bok game.
Looking to make some money on the Bok game. I must say, I've had a great weekend. I haven't got overly carried away, but I was actually going to follow you on the Australia points over 13.5. And then what happened when I woke up this morning, it had gone 14.5. And in my mind, that extra point, you're thinking maybe 2 converted tries. My mind, the extra point put me off, and I ended up backing New Zealand over 5.5 tries, and that arrived quite nicely. I then had a nice win on the Sharks half-time, full-time. And then, yeah, unders on points in the Province game, and I actually went overs on Western Province themselves at half-time. So it's been a good weekend, and let's hope we can continue that into the Argentina match. Just to mention, the boys are going wild on the live comments. A lot of people saying Oracle, one of the better-looking things they've seen in an Argentinian jersey for a while. But just a big welcome. A couple of names I recognize I haven't seen comment before. We got the regulars on here. But Brendan O'Connell, he's there, Oracle, and he reckons under 23.5 points in the Argentina game. And also Sean Bowe, who likes to tip multiples at Hollywood bets, and he's normally got about 104 legs, Gavin?
104 legs. I don't even think there's that many on the field, including the bench.
But anyway, we've wrapped up the rugby so far. Let's move on to the Argentina game. I have been looking on Twitter for some photographs. I think I found one of the ground. It looks like things are in pretty good condition. And Henrik, I'll start with you because the total points line here is about 52.5. You can get 28.5 South Africa and probably around 22.5 Argentina. Where are you going here? Because it's quite an early kickoff as far as I can tell, and humidity levels are down in the 30s and 40s, and for me, that's normally a buy trigger.
Yes, I also saw some pictures on Twitter, and it looks good, and as you say, afternoon game. And then also the referees, and Angus Gardner, he's one of the refs I label as an overs ref. Normally, pretty safe to go overs when he refs. He likes the game to be open. So yeah, I'm steering clear of the total points because I'm not sure Argentina. I'm just not sure if they're going to contribute. So I'm going for South Africa over 28.5 points at 17-20 with Sunbet. That's one of my bets on the game.
Yeah, I've got it written down here before the show. I was going through and finalising my bets, and that's one of my bets as well. Over 28.5 South Africa. I do think that they, if they can get ahead, they after watching what New Zealand did this morning, they know they've got to push for as many tries as they can. But someone who's going to be in a very different camp to us is, of course, Gavin. Gavin, what bets have you got down, and are you still considering getting further involved?
Yeah, I just backed Argentina at 5-2. Like, it's a very big price, as I mentioned on my preview and on your show the other night. The last 6 times South Africa have been to Argentina, they've only beaten this handicap twice. I see a lot of money coming for South Africa. I'm licking my lips. If it goes up to plus 8.5, I might get a little bit more involved. But at the moment, I've got a plus 5.5 bet at 11-10. I'm happy with that. So yeah, other than that, I've just pressed on the to win the game, and took a small little punt on the draw at 33-1. So yeah, that's not to win any money. It's just to really cover my stake. Listening to the points bets here, seeing Brendan O'Connell's 23.5 there. I've got to believe Argentina are going to get 23.5 points here, or 24 or more. I would go the minus. Rick shaking his head. Yeah, look, I'm all over Argentina tonight. I like them. They've beaten this handicap 4 out of 6 times in the last 6 games. I'm happy with that. I'm happy.
And Emil Korf has just posted Springboks by 1-12. And that's also a very popular market you get. I would imagine he didn't put a price there, but I didn't look at this particular one, but I would imagine we're looking at around 17, 18 to 10, Hendrik, for that market. Is it a market you play often, or do you prefer to hit the handicap hard on the head?
Yeah, like you guys, I think you guys spoke about this on Thursday night show, and you said it's a market where you always feel you're just one try away from losing. So it's not a market I play often. The few times I've played it, I think I've lost more than I've won on it. So it's not a market I play often. I just go for the handicap, and I have taken the box at minus 5.5. Last Sunday already I had a big bet on that, so that's one of my bets. And then the other bet I'm taking on the game is South Africa half time, full time at 10-11 with Sunbet. That's actually my best bet on this game.
Right, so just for those of you who might be new to betting, what does Hendrik mean by half-time, full-time? Well, he's betting on South Africa to lead at the break and also to be leading come the end of the game, and he's getting a price of just under even money on that, whereas if he's just backing South Africa to win the game, he's obviously going to get a lot shorter price. The danger, of course, is that the game could be level at the break or Argentina could be leading. But I like that one, Hendrik. I'm expecting a big performance from the box today. And certainly one of the guys we'll be watching very closely, and he's on the comments column there, is Ruan Fourie, because on the GG Gaming Gone Mad show on Thursday night, he was closest to predicting the Pumas v Lions score. And he's got himself 10,000-0 on my treble for the weekend, which the first 2 legs have arrived, which was Wolves, Man City, both teams to score. Looked in trouble at halftime, but it came home 1-1. Then you had Arsenal -1, which literally came home in the last minute of injury time. And now he needs the box to win by 7 or more, I think it is. And I've taken the same treble as well. So we'll certainly be shouting the box home. And Ruan, let's hope you can have 10,000 Rand in your GG Gaming account. Gavin, any of the other markets appeal to you at this stage? I know you like to stick to your handicaps, although you do tend to vary as to whether you go for the 9-10s or the bigger prices.
Okay, so talking about the 1-12, so I'm with Hendrik there. I've had the odd 1-12 bets in the past. I've won a couple, I've lost a couple, but you're 100% right. Jockeys, I'm going to go to horse racing here for a second. Jockeys need to lose weight before the weekend. I'll tell you what, they get on a 1-12 with a lot of money. They're not going to need to hit the sweat box. They're going to do it on their own on the couch, because you're 100% right. One try either way, you are sweating the entire match. You're just out of it, you're sweating. You're in it, you're sweating. It's a horrible bet. If you want to lose weight, take 1-12 on every game. You'll lose kilograms every week.
I must say, I do agree with you that you're sweating all the time. But Hein also made the point, I think it was on Thursday's show. He said as much as you're under pressure all the time, you're quite often in with a chance for a long way as well. Where sometimes your handicap bet is thrown out early on, you're quite often in with a chance on the 1-12. And so I suppose the reverse applies. But for me, it's a bet where I don't really have a strong fancy on the handicap. I certainly don't place as much money on it. But it is a bet I enjoy every now and again for an interest. But yeah, it's not on my stable diet, I must tell you. I prefer the handicaps. And as Hendrik and I enjoy the total points lines. Hendrik, have you had a look at things like anytime try scorer market? I see Mark's quoted at 15-10. Anything there catch the eye?
I haven't had a look at that, but I've been having a feeling this whole week about Mark's, because last week you spoke about him as well, and he didn't score. And yeah, the lineouts wasn't that good last week, and with Mostert being back, I think the lineout troubles would be sorted out this week. So I can see him scoring from a running wall. So at 15-10, I think it's worth a bet. Not a big bet because it's not big odds, but I think it's worth a bet at 15-10.
Right, well, let's wrap up our best bets then, so guys can start getting their bets down on the show and watch the likes of Nas Buerta in the build-up. You don't want to miss that. Very exciting stuff. And Henrik, starting with you, then you've obviously got the box minus. Anything else that you want to add is really strong?
Yeah, I've got the minus and then the box overs, but my best bet, I'm going to go for the halftime full-time at 10-11. Halftime full-time South Africa. I just feel we've got their number up front, and yeah, the Boks haven't started that well previous games, but I think they should address that, and I think we should lead at halftime and win the game.
Well, for me, a couple of bets that I've got down, I've obviously got my treble finishing on the -6.5, so I would like the Boks by 7. That treble, by the time I got on, actually, the prices had moved slightly. I got just under 6-1. But two bets that I like. I'm with Henrik on the over 25.5 Bok points. I do like that at Sunbet. And then I also like over 3.5 tries for the Boks at 9-10. I just feel that they kind of know, and knowing it and doing it is two different things, but I just think they know that the only chance of competing with New Zealand really is they've got to beat New Zealand at some point, but they've got to get bonus points on the road as well against sides like Argentina. So I think we may see quite an aggressive Bok performance when it comes to going for tries. So those are mine. I certainly like your 10-11 at Sunbet, so I'll think of that as well. And Gavin, you can have the final word in summing up your bets.
Okay, sorry, I wanted to say something else. On that 1-12 market, there's the opposite, or the other option is the 13 or more. I got to tell you, I take that very often. That one I like. It's often very highly priced. You know, you got a team at -7, and you can take, like South Africa tonight. You like them to win the game, take the -13. You probably get 3-1 or 28-10 or 5-2. You'll get a decent price. Sorry, I haven't even looked at it in this particular game, but I know the Argentina one is around about 10 or 12-1. So I may even have a go at that, because often the teams do just, you know, they run away with it. And the 1-12s, like I said, are a bit scary. From tonight, I'm with Henrik. I think Marx is a runner to score. At 15-10 does sound a little short. Probably want a little bit more, but it is an anytime try scorer bet. And when I do have try scorer bets, I do go for the anytime one. I'm not a fan of the first try scorer. It's a little difficult. In fact, it's a lottery. It's a fun bet. I've put the odd 10 or 20 rand on those things, but I do like the 15-10 of Marks to score a try. A couple of other guys I think might score a try. Probably Dianti. He's in fantastic form, and look, yeah, he gets the ball, he runs down the line, could get it. And you were right earlier. It's the game's in 1 hour from now. And they're 5 hours behind us, so 9:21 months. It's a 4 o'clock start. So like I said also on my preview, I think we'll see a lot of sun in the first half, probably sunset just after halftime. And otherwise, yeah, at 5-2, Argentina win the game, gets my vote and a little bit of plus. So I'm definitely against you guys. And I've just told Ruan on the comments here, he needs to cover his bet.
Right. Well, I mean, I guess you are definitely looking at overs as well, because you've tipped about 5 Boks to score tries tonight. You're on Argentina, so I'd hate to know how many tries they're going to score. But Jens,
they get kicks.
Thanks for joining us. I'm sure we'll be tweeting during the game. And I guess only one of us or two of us is going to be happy at the end. It's very unlikely that we're all going to show a profit on this match. But enjoy the match, lads. And Henrik, hope your Wi-Fi holds up under the storm.
Thanks, Brent. Enjoy the game, guys.
Excellent.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks.
No problem.
Thanks, Gavin. Thanks, Henrik. Thanks very much for watching. You can subscribe to all of our videos below this one. Just make sure you don't miss out. We'll be back certainly next week with our flagship show on a Thursday night. And don't miss GG Gaming Gone Mad. There's going to be some great giveaways on that show. But enjoy the rugby and good punting.